All right, so I'll go ahead and begin. Thank you for coming to our breath work, meditation, mindfulness, stress reduction type of session. My name is Claire Fountain. I taught yoga for a decade and now I'm a clinical psychotherapist. I work with Pineapple Support as well. So I'm all about working with our nervous system, staying calm, using tools that we have to feel better and to reduce stress. So breath is one of the biggest things we can do to help manage our stress. It's something we can take with us. We have our breath with us all the time. So it's something we can utilize whether we're doing a formal practice at home, a morning or nighttime routine, we're at the grocery store, we're in traffic. Our breath is something that's always close at hand and able for us to connect with. And I think the biggest thing people think about is deep breathing. We're going to run through a few different breathing exercises in the course of our meditation and somatic noticing that I've planned for us today. But we think a lot about deep breathing, and why deep breathing is so powerful is because it can activate our parasympathetic nervous system. I mean, nervous system regulation is very popular, very trendy these days. And our parasympathetic nervous system is our rest and digest nervous system, right? Like it's the one that tells us it's cool. You can calm down, takes us out of fight or flight. So that's what we kind of are working on today. I'm going to move a little through a different breathing exercise at first. So if deep breathing doesn't feel comfortable for you, or if you know it's a bit triggering, you can always stick with the breath that we're going to do at first, which is more of a noticing type of breath, right? And the reason deep breathing or breathing in general can be so powerful, it can reduce our heart rate, lower blood pressure. There's implications for immune system, and then it also just overall promotes more well-being and calm, which I think we can all use a little bit more of. So I would ask who's familiar with breath work and meditation in the chat box. I think we're still trying to get the chat to work, which is okay. Breath work can affect the whole body. So that's why we're going to do a noticing portion where we kind of tune into our whole body. And I think this stuff is also easy to learn. So I hope that some of the tools and techniques that we use today, you can take with you and really try to use them on your own. So shall we begin? Let's find a comfortable seated position. So wherever you are, make sure that you're comfortable. So kind of just adjusting yourself. And as you're ready, when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and close the eyes. And you don't have to worry about what's happening. I will bring you back. We will come back. So you can just relax and rest easy, knowing that I will end this appropriately for us. I think we're going to do about 20 to 25 minutes. So just know that you can be calm in that moment. And we're going to start with just a noticing breath. We're going to start with one hand on our heart center around our chest. And we're going to take our other hand and place it right underneath our kind of diaphragm area, our belly, if you will. And we're just going to start noticing what it feels like to breathe into our belly. These don't have to be big breaths. They don't have to be forced breath at this point. Noticing the connection between the hand and the body. Noticing the breath coming in through the nose and going out through the nose. We're going to do all nasal breathing today. It helps to calm the system. And it also is less triggering for people if deep breathing is intense. So as we're taking breaths here, noticing how the hand on the belly will rise and fall. Noticing if this is difficult or feels unfamiliar. And showing ourselves grace. We continue to breathe through the nose So breathe into the belly, and ideally the chest, the hand chest doesn't move as much. Chest breathing is considered quite shallow. It's also a stress response. So when we're stressed, we're in that fight or flight mode, we're going to be breathing into our chest. And ideally for calming, for relaxation, we're going to be breathing into our belly. We're going to take just a few more breaths in this position. And this will be our base breathing method. So when we move into another breath exercise, if you'd like to return to this one, you certainly can. And once you've completed an exhale, if you're ready, as you're ready, removing the hands, placing them either on the lap, on your legs, or in a comfortable position. We're going to move into some somatic noticing. Soma means body. So we're going to really notice and drop into our body in this process. So taking the attention away from the breath for a second, we're going to move our attention to our feet. Send the mind's eye and our awareness to our feet, noticing our feet. And kind of noticing our feet and then slowly scanning the body, tightness and tension we pick up on. And from our feet, we're going to move to our ankles. Sending the attention and the breath to our ankles. Continuing to breathe through the nose. Soothing, slow nasal breathing. Taking the attention now to our calves, to our lower legs. Incorporating the whole area from the foot to the knee as we move up our leg. Moving next to our thighs, possibly into our hips, to our sit bones. Really noticing the difference between staying in our head and dropping into our body. Slowly moving the attention into the hips now. Sending our breath to our hips. Again, paying attention to any sensations that might arise. Possibly temperature changes. Whatever we notice. There's no right or wrong way to pay attention. Moving the breath now to the center body. There might be more happening here. Sometimes there's way more that's happening in our trunk area of our body. But sending our breath there. It's almost as if we're filling a cup up with water and we're in the cup. So as the water rises in the cup, we incorporate all the parts of our body. So slowly moving up more towards the belly, solar plexus chakra. Continuing to notice what's going on in our center body. Moving the breath into our chest and our heart center. Maybe making the breath a little deeper, a little fuller, filling up the whole center body now with breath, with warmth. We're going to start to extend that noticing out to the shoulders, to the arms, to the elbows if you're sitting, maybe even noticing the weight of our elbows next to our body. Moving our attention to our forearms, to our hands, to our fingers, to our fingertips. And sending our mind's eye to our limbs. Collectively bringing in the arms and the legs, we notice the whole body as we move up towards the neck, up towards the throat. Moving our attention there. And starting to move the attention to the face, to the jaw, and noticing for any tightness or tension, places we may not have noticed. So often our bodies hold on to things that we are not even aware of until we bring attention to them. Moving through the face with our cup of water filling. Noticing any tension in the face, just relaxing it if there is, noticing the areas around the eyes, letting the eyes drop back into their sockets. The ears, all the way up to the crown of the head as a whole. Now noticing the body as one whole piece, mind, body, breath, all connected. So bringing our attention to the whole body. And just as we're here scanning, checking back in if there's any other places, any other tightness or tension. Just notice what we feel in the body. And if we notice any stuck places in the body, sending our attention to them. We notice sensations without judgment, but just with curiosity. Now that we've really noticed our body, felt integrated, we're going to move into another breath pattern. That's very good for lowering the heart rate quickly, bringing ourselves back to a calm, centered place. We're going to work with our inhales and our exhales. However, if it's too much, overwhelming, the deep breath feels more activating than calming, hand to the chest, hand to the breath. Simply move back to your nasal belly breathing and just hang out there until we come back. For anyone else, we're going to move into a pattern of exhales that's twice as long as our inhales with a slight hold at the top. I'll direct you through them. So at first, we'll be doing a 3 inhale, hold, 6 exhale, and then we'll move into a 4 hold, 8 exhale. Okay. So we'll complete a breath. And when you're ready, we'll begin. So an inhale through the nose. It's like a wave coming up on the shore. Slow, deep inhale for 2, for 3. We hold at the top for 2 and 2. And we exhale 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, inhale for 3. It's like we're sipping up the air through our nose. 2, 3. Body's very full. Hold for 2. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, inhale. 2, 3. Hold for 2, 2. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think you're learning we can't rush through these. Inhale. 3, hold at the top for 2, 1, 2, and exhale. 2, 6. One more time. Inhale for 3. Hold. 1, 2, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming back to a not managed breath pattern. Again, noticing our body, scanning from the top of our head to the tips of our toes and back again. We're going to move through this again, this time in for 4, holding for 2, out for 8. Okay. So when you're ready, as you're ready, we'll begin. Taking a nice big deep inhale through the nose, filling the body up nice and slow. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 2, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale again. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. 1, 2, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. You really have to make it slow. 6, 7, 8. Then again, inhale. 3, 4. Hold at the top. 1, 2, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold full breath. And exhale. 1, 2, 5, 6, 8. And again, it's our last one. Make it our best, fullest one. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. And exhale nice and long. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Returning to our regular breathing pattern and noticing how our body feels, noticing where our shoulders are. How do our elbows feel? How do our feet feel? How does our jaw feel? And now that we've completely moved through our breath pattern, we're going to notice our body. And then we're going to work a bit more on our thoughts. So often with meditation, people say, I can't do it. There's too many thoughts. Meditation and mindfulness is not the absence of thoughts, but the space to observe them. So they come and they go, and we simply notice. We're working with our own breath, our own pattern of inhales and exhales. We're going to move through whatever mantra is front of center for you today. And if there's nothing that comes to mind, no words or phrases that are resonating, we can simply say, I am. It's 2 parts. So we use I and am. The beginning of our mantra will be on our inhale, which could be your I. And your exhale, whatever naturally is your exhale, is your am. If you're using another mantra, I'm safe on our inhales, and I'm loving on our exhales, for example. We can inhale thinking I'm present. We can exhale thinking I'm calm. We can inhale with an affirmation. We can exhale with an affirmation. So moving through our breath here, taking an inhale. I'll use I and am on our inhale thinking I, and on our exhale thinking am. And another deep inhale thinking I, or your chosen mantra, and then exhale am. Another deep inhale with your given mantra. And our exhale. I'm going to do this again. Inhale. I. Exhale am. And as we continue with our breaths and our mantra series, our affirmation, bringing it into the center body, bringing the breath really into the heart center, into the belly, into the hips, into the whole body. Breathing the mantra into the full body. I, and as we exhale, like a wave going out to the ocean, and sending the complete mantra to the whole body. A few breath cycles, just at your own pace. And as we start to close our practice, we're going to finish with 3 breaths as we enter back into the present. And then after the 3 breaths, we will do a little grounding, a little integrating work. So as you're ready, on our first breath to close, we take an inhale, we notice the body. Prepare it to come back, we exhale. We take another inhale, noticing what has shifted, noticing the difference between the beginning of the practice and now. We exhale. And with one last breath, breathing into the whole body, top of the head, tips of the toes. And as we exhale, coming back. You can start to blink the eyes open if you'd like. Starting to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe moving, stretching, listening. Maybe the neck needs to roll. Maybe the back needs to stretch. Coming back into the present moment, into the room, wherever you are. And as we close, we can rub the hands together. We're going to rub them really fast until they get nice and warm. Might take a minute. And when you're ready, placing them on the sides of the face. Noticing the warmth of the hands on the face on the hand. And there you go. That was our 25-minute breath and mindfulness meditation. Checking in if you'd like, noticing how our body feels different. These are all techniques you can take with you, and you can come back anytime you need to. So you can do the belly breathing. Nasal breathing is always going to be calming and helpful. You can do your exhales twice as long as your inhales, and you can always scan the body. Okay, so if there's no questions, thanks so much. And I hope you all come back. We'll have some more workshops available and you can check them out as they come out. So thank you again.